You are not the one Ares had hoped for.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 scariest mythological characters / bosses in video games.
Look what they've done to me. Release me. Help me.
For this list, we're not restricting our picks to horror games. Also, since a lot of these characters / bosses have narrative significance, a spoiler warning is in effect. Number 10, Mephisto, Diablo series.
Stop! The beast contained herein shall not be set free.
With a title like Lord of Hatred, it's no surprise that Mephisto is one of the most feared beings in the Diablo universe. His mythological origins can be traced back to the legend of Faust. Faust trades his soul to Mephisto, a demon, for limitless knowledge and pleasure, but soon realizes that there are consequences. Just like in the original tale, Mephisto is known to be cunning and manipulative.
Look what they've done to me. Release me. Help me.
He has a penchant for influencing beings to do his bidding and uses dreadful spells to deal with those who don't. When you come across Mephisto in his lair, you are greeted by pools of blood, spikes, and a battle that will send shivers down your spine.
What choice did I have? I ran.
Number 9, Medusa, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
The year? It's me, Freeze.
A classic monster from Greek mythology with looks that kill, Medusa takes the concept of being petrified by fear more literally than most. In Greek mythology, this once beautiful young woman was tragically turned into a monster after attracting the wrath of Athena. Assassin's Creed Odyssey goes off-script with this Medusa's origin story, but you should still be prepared for a terrifying game of hide-and-seek with a side of slithering snakes for hair. You'll have to cower behind pillars to avoid her gaze that can turn you to stone. Even a slight slip-up will leave you wide open for an onslaught of attacks. We guarantee that you'll be on edge until you strike the final blow. Number 8, Wendigo, Until Dawn. You definitely don't want to run into one of these when you're hiking in the woods. In this interactive drama horror game, 8 people have to survive life-threatening circumstances on Blackwood Mountain. The Wendigo makes its presence known to a terrifying degree with a blood-curdling scream and feral behavior. Originating from the folklore of the Algonquin First Nations people, the Wendigo is usually associated with greed, gluttony, and cannibalism. In the game, Wendigos possess immense strength and durability, despite their bodies appearing to be in a state of decay. Bullets don't harm them, so if they spot you with their pale eyes, it's better to find a good hiding spot and hope for the best. Number 7, Guardian Ape, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Monkeys and apes feature in Japanese mythology as both noble heroes or vile villains. They are symbols of a long life and vitality, and that is exactly what the Guardian Ape is all about in Sekiro. It is a ferocious foe that is infested with a mystical centipede that lets it cling to life. The ape towers over you, and its roar will give you chills. The scariest moment, however, actually occurs after you sever the ape's head. You breathe a sigh of relief, only to see him stand up again. Now fully controlled by the centipede, he slithers at you with his sword in one hand and his head in the other. Number 6, Fury Queen, God of War Ascension.
All that you have lost can be yours once again.
When you're controlling the brutal Kratos, there's not much that can really scare a player. But the Fury Queen from God of War Ascension comes pretty close. Alecto, one of 3 Furies, initially appears as a beautiful woman, but behind her pretty exterior hides a giant kraken-like monster.
You are not the one Ares had hoped for.
In Greek mythology, she was born from Gaia and was tasked with the judgment and punishment of mortals. Distinguishing herself from her sisters, Alecto prefers to torture people's souls by taunting them with her illusions. In the case of Kratos, she attempts to use his painful memories against him.
I am the Queen of the Furies!
Number 5. Hela, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice.
You didn't pray to the gods. You prayed to your mother.
Hela, or Hel, is the goddess of Helheim in Norse mythology and ruler of all those poor souls who didn't make it to Valhalla. She's imposing, to say the least. In this 2017 game, this mythic figure appears as a gigantic woman, naked, bald, with pitch-black eyes and surrounded by an abyss.
I won't let you kill me.
Norse runes cover her right side, while black rot covers her left. She time and time again speaks to Senua, the protagonist, who tries to plead with her to no avail. Hela is the daughter of Loki, and just like her father, she uses taunts to remind Senua of her troubled past. Hellblade is a unique journey, and Hela is a villain to match.
Don't let your darkness hurt anyone else.
Number 4. Umiboza, Neo. The sea is scary enough without the yokai Umiboza lurking in its depths. A menacing sea spirit from Japanese folklore, Umiboza appears on calm seas and unleashes tidal waves and storms upon ships. Even the slightest movement from its gigantic limbs is enough to sink a ship. This colossal sea monster is covered in a veil of water. As if that's not scary enough, the wreckage of sunken ships can be seen contained within it, illuminated by its bright, glowing eyes. This yokai can never be seen in its entirety, and this mystery only adds to the terror it inspires. That unblinking, empty stare will keep you up at night and far away from the sea. Number 3. Fenrir, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Here you die. Deceiver.
How can a giant, snarling wolf from Norse mythology that brings about the apocalypse get any more terrifying? What if the sky turned crimson while he's trying to bite your head off? Fenrir, another child of the trickster god Loki, is one of the toughest bosses in the game. He is massive with an ebony coat and blood-red eyes.
Fight one another. Kill.
You speak in riddles.
Unlike most other bosses in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, his attacks don't have an indicator, so you have to keep your eyes peeled every time he lunges at you or burrows underground. What makes this even more perilous, in addition to his razor-sharp teeth, is the fact that he is destined to kill you.
It will be an age of storms.
Number 2. Leshens, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. You're wandering through the forest when you hear a laugh in the distance. You hope it's your mind playing tricks because you don't want it to be a Leshy. A protector of the forest from Slavic mythology, this entity is the reason why you toss a coin to your Witcher.
Come on, come closer.
A Leshy usually has a deer skull as a head, horns, and a body composed of winding branches. Their behavior in the Slavic stories vary from leading travelers astray to abducting children. But in the Witcher universe, they are known to live only to kill. Leshens aren't afraid of fighting dirty either. Crows, tree roots, wolves, they'll call on various forest elements to do their bidding. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Legion, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's always the more the merrier with this one. Samael, Darksiders 2. You can't go wrong with classic devil horns, bat wings, and talons.
So, the Charred Council sends only one horseman, even to the past. No, this visit is unsanctioned.
Draugr, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. They're basically Norse mythology's version of zombies.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Ebrietas, Bloodborne. What if we told you that you had to fight that? A split-open face, tentacles, skeletal wings, and a whole bunch of stuff that's honestly hard to process. This monster is as confusing as it is horrifying. Ebrietas is the daughter of Cosmos and is related to the Great Old Ones at the center of the mythology of H.P. Lovecraft. They are cosmic old gods with great power that once ruled over the Earth. They don't typically care about humankind, and Ebrietas is a chip off the old block. Ebrietas is a difficult boss and has long-range magic and quick movements that will keep you on the move and extremely grossed out.
In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.